Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough, Raven Acquisitions. In the last episode, we had our first battle, as I fix my screen here. We had our first battle. We ended up winning the battle. I'm not entirely sure if I killed enough BV of the enemy to make it like a clean win, but the enemy VIP ended up flying off the map, and if a unit leaves the map other than aerospace, they can't return. You can't shoot at them, so the mission is basically over. And the AI generally won't leave the map unless there's like a piloting error, like on a hovercraft or a VTOL, like a helicopter. Anyhow, we have currently in the repair bay, we got a few mechs that are uh, under armor repair for the most part. And then we got the Centurion that's going to be out of action for a while. So what we can possibly do, since we have, well, we only have 8.7 million right now, we can go up here to the unit market and take a look at what we're being offered. There is another Centurion on the market. It's you're paying full price for it. It's 100%, and it's going to take 4 months to get here, 120 days. There's a Wolverine that's also 120 days out. It looks like, if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, I think 120 days out. Those would both be pretty good replacements. That's really about it. Here's a Wolverine, another one at 120 days out. But that would be pretty much all of our money to order this Wolverine. I'm actually kind of tempted to do it though, because it's at 90%. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. Uh, the unit market won't reset. It won't refresh until the first of the month anyway. So we have about 5 days or so. So let's advance a day. Our logistic people are finding pieces that we need. The armored truck will be here. The mobile canteen will be here in 153 days. The mech leg will be here in 118 days. That's probably after our mission is complete, actually. So that Centurion is out for the duration. We need, yeah, we're only here for 3 months. We're here until, what is that? That's February, so that's March, April, so that's May. Yep. In the meantime, we need to just try to stay alive here. We're going to advance another day. We're aiming for the 28th, essentially. So once we hit Monday, which is the 28th, the personnel market updates. It's a doctor. That's a veteran doctor. We're going to hire them. There's a regular mech tech. We're going to hire them. And this is a regular mech warrior who comes with a Phoenix Hawk. That's, that could replace the Centurion in that Lance. So we're going to hire them. We're going to close. We go to the hangar here. You can see that we have all these units that are inbound, essentially. But we picked up a Phoenix Hawk who was on planet, who wanted a job. We need to assign them a technician. We just picked up a regular tech, so there we go. And we're going to add them to the table of organization and equipment. And we're going to pull the Centurion out of action for now. It's out for the duration of the mission. Now we do have to fight here on the 28th. We have to do this mission with Charlie Lance, and that's tactical withdrawal. That's 0401. So that's right here. So we have to deploy. And their job is just to get across the map. So if we're bringing any reinforcements, we're going to bring a fast one, bring the Vulcan. So Vulcan will be joining our lance here. And according to the briefing, I don't think we don't keep control. Yeah, so the enemy keeps control. So killing things does not matter. We need to reach the edge of the map. We'll be starting south, I believe, and then we're running north. So let's give it a shot. Let's start the game, start the scenario. There we go. And we're just going to hit done once we're ready here. And again, our goal is simply to get to the north end of the map with 50% of our forces. It's a long run. It looks like this here is about the fastest route. If we can get through the forest, this here might actually be a better. We can run up this way here, cut across, and go fairly straight. So we're going to deploy it in that general area there. So let's get the Phoenix Hawk into play, the Vulcan, the Buster. This thing is slow. Actually, it's very slow for our recon lance. And deploy a Wasp. Looks like we have a couple of heavy mechs reinforcing us. This is an archer. Bringing a mix of ammunition with him. This looks like a marauder. Yep, that is a marauder. Okay. So let's get the Buster rolling first, just to see how far we can go. And that guy blocks us, of course. So we have to go. I guess we'll cut like, nah. We'll just go 4 and we'll stay straight so that next turn we have somewhere to go. Try to get 7 movement on these faster mechs if we can, which gives us a +3 modifier to being hit. And that'll let most of our mechs stay together. And hopefully we'll outrun these heavy mechs, and the heavy mechs will stay behind and distract whoever is pursuing us. Yep, there is the enemy right there. Man, that is a lot of forces. So it looks like a striker light tank stacked up on top of a champion, so that's why it looks like a spacecraft. This Scorpion is pretty dangerous. They are fairly quick. They're quicker than my Buster. There's a lot of fast hovercraft that can catch us. There is a javelin that can catch us, Firestarter, a Vulcan. So they have a lot of stuff that can't catch up to us. But our goal here is to move about as far as we can, and the heavy mechs will hopefully, like this Marauder, they will stay and sacrifice themselves so that we can get away. That's really all we care about. Now, I do expect to lose this Buster in this scenario. It can't keep up, but more importantly, basically any hit that it takes is going to be nearly crippling. Okay, what if we turn and fire a large laser back here to try to support? Can we 12 to hit? Whatever, we'll give it a shot. Doesn't cost us anything. The Vulcan will twist, fire at the AC2. 12 to hit, we'll give it a shot. The Buster has no weapons in its arms, so we can't even twist to help, really. Nope. So we'll keep on going with the Buster. The Cronus will twist, and actually we'd have to twist this way. We get the large laser into play. And we'll fire it at this javelin, which we have the best chance of actually really hurting if we score a hit. And then the Wasp, no long range weapons. We will skip that, not even waste the time. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Marauder has scored some hits on that Striker tank. I would have liked to have seen some damage to the speed of the tank. So that Locust just lost its leg. The enemy Locust just lost its leg to the Archer. So that's actually really nice. The Locust is gone. That is one of the enemy forces that could have caught up to us very easily. And we're going to run our bus. Let's get this Wasp out of the way first. We're just going to keep running the Buster. And as brave as our employers are here helping, we are not fit for this fight with this Lance. We just need to get out. And we're not being paid to take damage. We're not being paid to bring home any kills. We're completing our end of the bargain here. So we're just going to skip firing. Scroll through here. You see that the Archer and the Marauder are taking a pretty big chunk of damage here. The Striker's gone. He just took a kick. So that's one less enemy unit chasing us, pursuing us. So let's move our Buster this way. Let's move this Phoenix Hawk up here. The Vulcan up here. The Cronus up here. And the Wasp. We're going to go on the outside track. Now, interesting enough, I could probably start moving a little bit faster with a couple of these and just try to get 3 mechs across, is basically just try to get 3 mechs into the map edge, and that will count as the victory. Okay, this Buster can't help, it doesn't have any weapons in its arms. Lots of stuff going on down there. Wow, the Archer just punched the Javelin in the head. This Archer is a beast. He's doing pretty good. Right, let's get the Buster moving. Actually, let's get the Phoenix Hawk moving full speed, full tilt. We'll get the Vulcan going, full tilt. We'll get the Wasp going. And those will be the 3 that we'll try to get across the finish line, essentially. The Cronus is going to slow down a little bit here. I'm going to slow it down to 3 to basically just provide a little bit of support to that Buster. Twist. And I can shoot at it just because. Twist. So I twisted the wrong direction. Twist to the right. Laser arm. Need an 11. Yeah, it's worth a shot. It's free. Not using up any ammunition on that. The Archer is starting to get whittled down. The Marauder is probably the same. They're absolutely swarmed back there. So I think the enemy mechs are starting to appear here. Right here, we got one appearing, and we've got them popping out all around us here now too. They're arriving from the edge of the field, basically the edge of the map. And hopefully these new arrivals will sense that that Marauder and Archer back there are good targets. It will hopefully go back there to harass them. And we're going to slow down, not go too fast. What is this? Is this a hunchback? It's the LRM hunchback. I don't want to get shot in the back, but I am going to keep running. I don't think the Cronus is going to be the main target. Oops. 5 hexes away. I'm going to have a +1 on my movement, which isn't great. It's pretty bad. Well, we'll fire at this tank up here that's in our way. Let's see. Reordering my weapons a little bit. Fire. And I'm actually going to hopefully save the weapon order there on that. Done. Oh, this poor Buster is going to get blasted. It's an Ostrok. I don't have any chance of knocking that thing down. But I will fire. It can only build up 5 heat. So we're going to be done. Skip. Skip. We hit the... Hey, we hit the Manticore heavy tank. We didn't actually do any damage to it, other than a potential critical. And I think the Buster is okay for now. It is a liability to have it in the roster, but we need machines. We need them badly. So we're going to go like this. Go like this. And stand on top of it. We're going to move our little wasp up here, like this. And the reason why I'm sparing the Vulcan to go do that is because it has jump jets. So it can face an odd direction and then next turn correct. Oh boy, this Ostrok is going to be right on my tail, but just need to keep running away. Alright, looks like they are swarming the south. So as long as that Marauder and the Archer can hold out a little bit longer, we'll be okay. Twist to the right, so we can get our right arm into play. I'm going to fire at that Manticore. I'm sharing a Hex, so I can't fire at the Manticore with the Vulcan, but I will be able to try to kick it. We're going to skip. I can fire the large laser. And actually I can twist, fire the large laser, and fire a couple of mediums to hit on 10s potentially. Done. And the Archer's gone. Anti-TSM ammo, I don't know what that is. Is that anti... Is that anti-thunder munitions? Because the thunder are like deployable landmines you can fire out of your missiles. You can deploy them with your missile launchers. So that Marauder's down. So we are out of time. And the crew of that Manticore are stunned, which is pretty good. The Vulcan can jump. This poor little Buster just needs to extend the distance as much as he can He just has to survive until these 3 fast units can reach the edge of the so we need about 2 more we need about 3 more rounds, essentially. So he's done. What do we got? Right arm. No, he's done. I can fire some missiles. Why not? Get him involved. At least he can say he fought. He fought in this modern battlefield that we're on with essentially a industrial mech. He needs an industrial mech to carry the weight of his brass balls. They are heating up their mechs back there as well. That will slow them down further. So let's keep running. One of the good things about Mega Mech is it automatically calculates your movement and all that for you. So you just click where you really want to go. And if you want to make any adjustments after that, you can do so. I think I'm just going to stand right behind him. Yeah, why not? And go Buster. I'm being chased at this point now. Here they come. Skip. Twist. I just want to make sure this Vulcan doesn't get hit in the back by something. So I want to, if I can, fire and try to take it out. The problem is the Vulcans are facing this way no matter what. So he's going to be getting hit in his left side. Twisting your torso has no effect on where you get hit. We're going to fire all of these weapons here. All of our close range weapons. All right. Well, we still haven't slowed the tank down. We just took a hit to the engine on the Cronus, which isn't great. There we go. Slowed it down. -1 movement point, half movement point. So it will not be interfering. But it did a number on our Cronus. We have to fix our engine. All right, the Phoenix Hawk is off the yes, basically off the map now. Let's do the Wasp next. Safe. Now we do the Vulcan. And this Buster, I don't know. I haven't got to like turn and get my back out of. Yeah, that will actually do. Keep extending the range if I can. Cronus, he's slow because he's at 8 heat. So we're going to go 5 and turn like that. Skip, skip, skip. Why not? We have energy. Well, I'll skip just in case he takes another engine hit or something weird. Killing things does not actually matter. All right. We're going to move the Wasp right here. We're going to move the Vulcan right here, and we're done. We won. We got 50% of our force to the top of the map. So we hit victory. I assume at this point the enemy breaks off their pursuit because we're successful. And somehow we survived. The enemy retains control in this scenario, so we do not control the battlefield. The Cronus takes heavy damage, but that was simply due to the engine hit there. So it's not as bad as it might look. So we're going to hit next. Our personnel are all okay. We got no kills. That was not us doing any of that work. We have reached the north with the Vulcan, the Phoenix Hawk, and the wasp. So now we hit next and finish. And that should count as a victory. So we have seen combat for the first time. Cool, we have 2 victories now. We need to go to the repair bay. I'm gonna go to the well, hang on, we want to fix this engine first. This engine hit, so we're gonna go down to our elite technician, do the task. Oh, you failed. Okay, let's try it again. Do the task. Okay. Now we'll mass repair and salvage everything else. Oh, it didn't save. Oh, I didn't save it. I'm so stupid. Okay, go through here again real quick. Let's see. Engines, we're gonna go with regular, regular, regular. This is the minimum skill we want to use for this stuff. Oops, hit the wrong button there. And now we save as default and start the mass repair. So we need to hire some Aztecs for that new mech tech we hired. So Aztecs are assistant techs. Cool. And now we're even worse off on money due to all these repairs we're having to do. And having to order parts and whatnot. We've earned no money other than our initial percentage of the contract because we haven't held the battlefield yet. We have a 70% salvage rate if in an exchange, so basically we just get cash, but we have yet to hold the battlefield. So we're going to hit advanced day, and this will take us to the first. So this is an employee turnover check. Every month there's a chance that your employees will want to go somewhere else, get a new job. So no one wants to leave yet. Everybody's happy. We have no cargo capacity yet, so we're going to refuse this. It would have been nice to get some. So instead we get, I think, 4 tons worth of stuff. We will accept this. It's we get a medium laser, we get a jump jet, we get a machine gun, we get some armor. So we're paying 104,000 and the value, well, the value is 104,000 and it costs 104,000. So it's a fair deal. It's just a faster way to get stuff. And then this stuff here, the 48-hour ration packs, that stuff's role playing. Has no effect. We could get a cheetah, which is a aerospace fighter, but we're gonna cancel that. We don't wanna. We don't want it. So okay, we are at the first of the month here. How does our repair bay look? It looks all right. The area of operations. We need to we need to finish this mission, and we have to do it with Charlie. It's another of these ones where we have to run away. And this time, I'm not going to bring any extras, even if they offer them, because that means that's that many more we have to get to the edge of the battlefield. If I can get 2 units to the edge of the battlefield in this one, we win. But we're approaching the half-hour mark, so we're going to say this one's in the can. We're going to save the game. There we go. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.